Alright, surely the games this session don't go as terribly as my previous session.
The Lich King versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Alright, hopefully not aggro paladin, simply because it's the most boring deck that's ever existed. I have a very good hand, though.
Stop me now.
Full keep. Could have saved coin for Rancher next turn, but I think this is fine. I can either hero power something or just play an amalgam.
With every step, the light guides you.
Probably go amalgam into that. Not great, but Chill Fallen Baron is okay. Kill that so I don't get Seal of Blooded.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Alright, not aggro. Not sure what I want my next turn to look like. I guess I'd probably just trade my 4-3 in. And get the Rancher to stick. Leg Strike sure is tempting. But I think it's just Rancher on 3. Wait, my opponent didn't even do anything. Well, I guess I'll pour a bunch of buffs into my minions here. I can get equality'd, but I'll get 2 1/1s and get the draw card, so it's kind of fine. Alright, no equality.
Really? It's not too heavy.
Don't really know if I even want to commit anything else to this board here. Whatever, let's just go face. I do have 4 damage in hand. And if they go for a big board clear, there's a good chance this Gnome Muncher can connect, so I don't really want to miss any damage. Oh, sure. Why wouldn't my opponent have this card? It's not super good. I feel like they probably could have got more healing here. Well, if I want No Muncher to go face, I have to trade my Rancher, which I probably don't want to do. So what if I do other things? Alright, opponent's at 7, which is No Muncher sidekick.
Mistakes of the past rewritten.
Yeah, No Muncher still goes face here. Bonked. Well, when you don't get equality, that matchup is pretty easy. I also feel like maybe my opponent's Samuro turn could have been slightly better, but maybe not. They probably traded some healing for killing some chickens, which maybe was fair.
The Lich King versus Khadgar.
Behold the magic of death.
All will serve me in death.
Body Bagger is nice. Up against Mage. Plague Strike is probably, like, fine against Mage. I guess I'll keep it.
Me have that.
Rare footage of me actually drawing the card that I, kind of designed my deck around. Alright, we're tempoing. An unfortunate sight. What? You forgot to play Second Flame on my 2/2. I mean, surely they have a reason for that. Oh, another face hit, please. Darn. God, Cold Case is such a good card sometimes. As is Cold Case number 2.
One more death can't hurt.
Acolyte of Death is nice. Worst skeleton shot. This is a good draw, though. Swarm Guard.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Give me something that targets Blacksmith. Siphon Mana. I think they probably did take Siphon Mana. Springwater's pretty unreliable, and I don't know, Mass Poly is good against my deck, but it's very expensive. Alright, fair enough. I don't think the Mass Poly really did anything for me anyway, so I'm not that upset to miss out on it. If my board gets cleared here, my turn 7 is kind of stinky. And it looks like I'm getting Deathborn. Fun. How fun, 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 fun.
So fresh.
The skeletons are actually potential activators for Blacksmith, but it's very unreliable.
Bask in my radiance.
Shaping up nicely.
Doing a little energy shaping. Surely this gets a good snipe, right? Well, it got a snipe. The goodness of it is debatable. I do lose to any board clear here, probably. And maybe draw the other Bone Guard. Oh yeah, why wouldn't my mage opponent have Scale of Onyxia? I love playing against that card so much in Druid, I'm happy that the mage has it as well. Well, actual good draw. Noxious Cadaver only targets enemies, unfortunately. Okay. Discarding Fire Sale. What an interesting decision against my Swarm deck. They probably have some other bullshit in their hand if they're discarding it.
Shaping up nicely.
Wow, they have minions in their deck. Idiot alert. I mean, this is just not winnable, right?
They need our care. Now more than ever.
Maybe my opponent does something extremely dumb here.
Bask in my radiance.
Wow, I got to play against Scale of Onyxia and Frostworm's Fury in the same game. And Deathborn. I just couldn't continue playing such a fun game because I think it would ruin all future games for me. Not just games of Hearthstone, but video games in general.
The Lich King versus Amul.
Death is nature's way.
Alright, please be Ramp Druid. Should be one of my favorables.
In death.
And I did get the Rancher. My hand even has some game against aggro. That is probably... I actually don't know which archetype is more likely to play Planted Evidence on turn 1. Alright. The question has been answered.
They need our
And that's an insane draw.
now more than ever.
Pretty hard for them to deal 5 to the Rancher here, and then Swarm Guard goes a long way to protecting this. Oh my god. This game is playing out like a dream. I might just play the Blacksmith next turn, because I can't activate it fully from hand until turn 7. Might go Blight Fang here. Nah, it's probably freaking Blacksmith.
Sword, shield, axe. What do you need?
Blacksmith is nutty. And then I should be able to make 2 more minions next turn and shoot the Blacksmith with Plague Strike and Bone Flinger are both pretty likely, I would say.
Our tunnels run deep.
Sure.
One more death can't hurt.
Breathe it in.
I guess I'd rather buff the chicken.
Hands off the feathers.
Alright. Pretty nice board. Even if my opponent has Scale of Onyxia, I've got a lot of stats in play. And actually a pretty reasonable amount of from hand damage between Bone Flinger and Noxious Cadaver.
Our tunnels run deep.
Sure. And then we do this. Another Blacksmith, huh? Well, that one's not very protected, so I think it's just Vizier here.
The more you struggle.
And then we can Bone the Blacksmith next turn, maybe. Or Heart Strike it. These all kind of suck. I guess Remorseless Winter draws a card, and I can even play it this turn. Yeah, I'll probably just go Remorseless Winter. Alright, if basically anything lives here, I probably should have lethal. Can activate Blacksmith for 7 mana, and then I have another 2 damage. That does not seem like a good start to the turn for the opponent. Maybe a spammy Arcanist. Okay, or draw 6 cards.
I yield to you.
Nice, 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 nice. I did have pretty much the dream curve that game.
The Lich King versus the Lich King.
So there are like 4 Death Knight decks on ladder right now. I don't know if any of them affect my mulligan though.
Can only be one true king.
Maybe if I knew it was like blood, I would toss Noxious Cadaver. Maybe. Probably not though.
Me have that for you.
Alright, very good flexible hand here.
The Iron Mine is mine.
Wow, that's probably unholy. The Trog is really just a 1-2 against my deck. The only spell I play is Plague Strike, which can kill the Trog. So I think I might just go Amalgam here. The only way I spend corpses, I believe, is with Bone Guard Commander. And I guess maybe Vizier. So I don't love the Giant, Both of the 4s are pretty good. Maybe I don't love Thessarian into Foul Leg, but I'm sure they'll have an activator for it. Thessarian's probably just the best card there. That card is pretty silly.
Reach for the skies.
Interesting target for that attack. Well, a simple hero power plus sidekick should get the job done here.
Reach for the skies.
3, 2, 1.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
I can kill that. I can kill that entirely from hand with Noxious Cadavers. I could go Hero Power Bone Flinger, keep both cadavers but lose my board. I'd probably rather make a board though. Maybe not the most mana efficient play looking at my following turn, but Thessarian's still pretty fine on turn 5.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
Thessarian is not guaranteed to be a clear here, right? Because I shoot this, no mana to hero power, and then I only have 4 into the Rancher. So maybe it's hero power Bone Flinger, which is a guaranteed full clear.
My rule is eternal.
Oh, it's not a full clear actually, but that's fine. The chicken being in play doesn't really count as not a clear. Alright, so I'm very slightly winning on board. We have about the same number of cards. I would say my cards are pretty high quality on average. That is a very high quality card for the opponent though.
King.
Very high quality card for me.
We do what the living
This is just full unholy, right? I don't think I'm too worried about Grave Strength, but I probably do lose to Marrowgar. Although my opponent doesn't have that many corpses. But they've got some turns to build them up.
We do what the living cannot.
One more death.
Acolyte of Death is insane here. I drew 2 cards this turn and then the Swarm Guard. Probably gives me 3 more. Okay, might take a while to get those 3 more, but still 3 more eventually.
Me have bad for you.
I can pretty much clear my opponent here. That's an interesting draw. So, say I just go Arms Dealer, Plague Strike, Baron's Blacksmith. That lets me kill everything but the 1/3, I believe. Seems good.
Rule is eternal.
And close enough. Shield, axe, lend me your
Alright, Marrowgar is still pretty nasty here. As in, I concede if they play it. No Marrowgar.
In my name. The more you
See what a Vizier can do for me. Oh, a Grave Strength. Do I win the game? I have, what, 10 plus 12 plus 4. Man, I really wish I was awake so I would know what numbers I just said, but I think that was lethal. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Well, sometimes instead of using Blacksmith as Grave Strength, you just discover it anyway. Looks like I won too hard, so they have to adjust the matchmaking.
The Lich King versus the Lich King.
More Death Knight action.
will serve me in.
I did just destroy an unholy Death Knight.
Can only be one true king.
Probably don't keep the Blacksmith as much as I would love to. These other cards are quite good though. I would obviously never keep, I would never one keep a Blacksmith, but since I had 3 playable cards for the early game, I think it was worth considering. But the Chicken Farmer is way, way better.
And close enough. Me have bag for you.
Definitely possible I should have coined out Hawkstrider Rancher on turn 2. But I think doing this into a pretty much guaranteed amalgam is quite good. I'm gonna be totally 100% honest with you. These all kinda suck. But Skeletal Sidekick is passable. In this matchup, I probably wanted some crazy thing like Alexandros Mograine. Or maybe a Gnome Muncher or something like that. Definitely sending my 3/3 into that and playing the 2/5.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
Maybe I can draw another 1-drop and play 4 minions with my Chicken Farmer next turn. Well, that's why you coined that card out on turn 2 instead of playing it on turn 3.
We do what the
I don't love my odds this game. I think it's probably a pretty bad matchup. And they've had pretty reasonable answers.
citadel stands strong.
That's a weak start to the turn, though. Not really looking forward to getting blood boiled next turn. At least this leaves me with a couple of minions. They might not have Blood Boil. It was pretty good last turn and they didn't play it, but the attack into the 2-3 seemed kind of Blood Boil-y. It's a good blacksmith, but I don't have an activator for it currently. Because Cadaver does not target my own minions.
Reach for the skies! Reach for the skies!
Alright, well, this is pressure. Might get corpse exploded. But it is too early for Soul Stealer. Oh, off the Scorpid. Love it when they generate the most broken board clear in the game off Scorpid. I don't actually know if it's the most broken, but goddamn, it was good here. Do I want to go Blacksmith here? These minions just stick around to heal my opponent for more. I guess I'll just do this. There's always some chance that a Bone Guard commander sticks at some point, right?
The time has come to dethrone our former master. We do what the living cannot.
Yeah, Blacksmith doesn't really cut it here. Oh. Oh. I mean, it's definitely just Alexandros Mograine, right? Even if I can't play it this turn.
By the Ebon Blade! By the Ebon Blade!
If this hits Renethal, I probably Bone Fling. Alright, I did give up my Blacksmith activator. But I've got Alexandros Mograine coming down. And I've still got, I think, three activators left in deck, plus Vizier. That... What? Didn't my opponent only have 4 corpses? Maybe the first one's spent before I looked. It is certainly possible for my opponent to out-heal this Mograine, but it's a lot of pressure. And I have seen a Gnome Muncher and a Death Strike already, and a Vampiric Blood. Kind of mediocre. But I think it's fine. It's 2 minions my opponent really has to be worried about. I did just realize that this blacksmith is some pretty hot anti-corpse explosion tech. Oh, that's sad. They're getting 50-50'd at the moment, so they would probably like to do something else. Okay. And they're once again getting 50-50'd. I saw a conspiracy theory that Gnome Muncher always goes face when it's a tie. But I don't know if that was, like, real? Oh wait, it's also not a tie. Wow. I'm very surprised I won this game. Alright, actually, back above 50% with this deck. I went 5-0 before I tried to record, and then I recorded earlier and had the most miserable few hours of Hearthstone of my life. And now I'm recording again, and I'm doing really well.
The Lich King versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! All will serve me in death.
Love the Rancher. Skeletal Sidekick is not really a 1-drop.
Join the fight. Glory awaits.
Die, scum. I'm really counting on this rampaging zombie surviving so I can target it with Amalgam of the Deep.
Join the fight. Glory awaits.
Oh, this is great. Nice. Wild Pyromancer's undead. Interesting. This has to be Cadaver though, right? Is there anything cute you can do with Wild Pyromancer being undead? I guess not, because when it kills itself, I guess it counts for undead stuff on that particular turn. Alright, well, Rancher into Swarm Guard. That's the dream. Not sure. Yeah, it's definitely possible my Hawkstrider Rancher dies here. But they need
Hey, I got you, friend.
nothing else. That card does it. For some reason I thought that would have 4 power. I can kill it with Cadaver Hero power. I mean, I guess that's the play with this hand. This Cadaver is an undead for my Vizier. Might be waiting for like turn 7 Rancher Swarm Guard with this hand. Or I don't know, maybe Swarm Guard is good next turn and then the following turn is like Rancher Acolyte of Death or double Acolyte of Death behind some taunt undeads.
Time for the finishing touch.
Well, I think Swarm Guard is pretty bad here. But surely Vizier is good, right?
The more you struggle, the better.
Wow, what an insane selection of cards. Holy shit, these are all so good. Blood Tap is particularly good because I have the Swarm Guard. I think Scourge is probably the worst. It's not even playable next turn. Dark Transformation lets me make a 4/4 and kill this. I have so much value in my hand. I think it's Dark Transformation, even though it's the least value here. But maybe Blood Tap is just so insane with Swarm Guard. But if I don't deal with this here, then they can like bump it, and then they get more buffs. This fucking weapon is so goddamn strong.
Destiny calls to you.
I think this is the best play. But I for sure don't feel good about it. I mean, can you ever really feel good when the opponent has an imbued axe that's infused? I guess my 4/4 still does pretty well here. Skeletal sidekick. I don't believe I have a clear.
My rule is eternal. We do what the living cannot do.
Vengeance for the banquet.
What an insane card.
We do what the living cannot.
Is this? This is after your hero attacks. I don't know if they could have killed this Aryan with that.
By the Ebon Blade!
I can kill that with Hero Power Sidekick Cadaver, but then I can't play taunts, so it's probably not worth.
They need our care. Now more than
I think this taunt wall is very important. I mean, I guess that doesn't really accomplish much for the opponent.
One more death can't hurt.
And close enough.
I can avoid playing the Cadaver here, which I think is a good thing. Because I'm so convinced that if I played Cadaver, my opponent would play Starfish and kill me with Axe. Which I guess doesn't matter, because if they have Starfish, I just die over 2 turns anyway. But my opponent doesn't actually have Starfish.
For the roast, my lord.
Back to work!
Cadaver is enemies only, so I can't hit Blacksmith with it, unfortunately.
My rule is eternal.
Arms up.
Oh, no Muncher sure is cute.
So fresh.
Might even be lethal, I don't know. Hey, it is lethal, because my opponent in no way ever survives here. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, we're climbing.
The Lich King versus Mal'Ganis.
I live once more. Bow before your master.
Pretty good hand. I guess I just full keep. Amalgam is a little sketchy, but like I don't really have insane turn twos. I guess Plague Strike is actually pretty insane against Warlock sometimes.
Me have bag for you.
But Amalgam's fine. Might go Cadaver here. Nah, we'll let him value trade and then... I mean, Blightfang is pretty insane against... Like, you don't need a specific setup for Blightfang to be good. Probably still just go Amalgam. Wow. Marrowgar is probably just better than Soul Stealer. I think they were both... They're both probably going to end up being too slow. But I think Marrowgar is more likely to be good. Show me Fiendish Circle. This game is actually over. Blightfang is so OP. They literally can't even get through this taunt without giving me more taunts. This card definitely needed to be a 3-4 instead of a 3-3. Good buff. Three mana 13/13 wouldn't have cut it here.
Books are ruined.
I'm scared that if I go Rancher Cadaver, I'm going to have too many things in play. I guess that's kind of a fine problem to have, but... Yeah, that's a fine problem to have.
Our care. Now more than ever.
Maybe I'm doing this. Maybe the 3 mana 2/5 wasn't great here, but whatever. The 3/3s definitely do well against my 2-power minions. Alright, well, I think Blacksmith is insane here. Should be kind of hard for them to play around it. I'm not sure how Frenzy interacts with Grimoire of Sacrifice, but my opponent could be in for a pretty sad turn here. I think it... I actually don't know. A one-time effect after this survives damage, so if it's after, it shouldn't work, but doesn't really matter. So this goes in here. I have a lot of damage. I think with Sidekick it is lethal.
And close enough. Reach for the sky.
Hands off the feathers.
Got him. And man, even if that wasn't lethal, I was winning so hard on board.
The Lich King versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death. There can only be one true.
Probably keep both ones.
And close enough.
If they try to counter with their own arms dealer, then my hero power kind of farms it. I do have a decision between Cadaver and hero power here. I do have this Bone Guard commander, so maybe I want to play a little bit grindier, which makes me want to hold Cadaver.
The fallen will serve.
Wow. What a sad turn from the opponent. Oh, I should have just played arms dealer instead of freaking this thing. I'm so stupid. It's okay, though.
The iron mine is mine.
I guess it's just this area in here, right?
We do what the
Not base, please. Beautiful. Grog is a generally pretty scary card, but I only play 2 Plague Strikes, and I guess Vizier also.
Now more than ever.
The fallen will serve.
Alright, well, Swarm Guard with Arms Dealer is pretty good here, even though this card is destroying me at the moment. Okay, well, this game just isn't fair. I need Vizier to hit, like, Corpse Explosion or something. Acolyte of Death is really good. But I think surely I go Vizier here. Hero power into this. Value trade, value trade. Let's go Vizier. I think Defrost is better than Sunwell. I don't know, maybe not. If Sunwell just hits like Flame Strike, I do just win the game.
Rule is eternal.
One more death can't hurt.
I have but little time.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
This is gonna be a 3-mana Sunwell. Oh, looks like they're leaving up my Acolyte, so I can get some more discounts on the Sunwell. Maybe I don't even play Sunwell here. Swarm Guard and Hero Power are both insane.
Death calls.
See what happens when I do this. Insane Snipe. Oh, and a Gnome Muncher? Okay, I think Gnome Muncher is just sick here. Alright, just don't Marrowgar me. It's not playable next turn, but just in general, don't Marrowgar me. Sure. I think I pretty much have to play Sunwell this turn, because unless I have lethal, I do just die to Marrowgar. Although I don't exactly know what I would be digging for with Sunwell. Maybe I just want maximum cards out of Sunwell. Let's just see what this does. Oh, the best target again. Not great. Although Shadow Word Devour is kind of sick, maybe. Probably just do this. Did not realize a 2/2 was coming out.
The more you struggle.
Does all Fell Breaks Loose do anything for me? Surely I don't play any demons, right? At least Grave Digging is pretty much perpetually 1-mana draw too.
Close enough.
10 cards in my hand.
Death calls.
This turn is so difficult.
I have but little time.
don't know, I panicked. This was probably fine, though. That Remorseless Winter was pretty good, I think.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
It looks like my Bone Guard commanders are a lot better now. They were pretty bad into that board because everything just got one shot. My 1/3s at least trade into these.
Pick me! Pick me!
Writhe. Writhe.
Alright. It's Bone Guard commander time. They've had that card this entire time. Do you think they realized that they could have won the game several turns ago? I don't really know what my win condition from here is. I guess they don't have that many giant minions. So the Bone Guard commander blocks a lot. Don't know how I actually win, though. Played both of my Viziers.
The more you struggle, the better.
It's just a shame that my Sunwell was so fucking useless. Oh, looking forward to this somehow giving my opponent lethal.
Most intriguing.
It's just such a dog shit game, dude. Oh my god. Really? I got 4 fucking unplayable cards for my Sunwell, and they got the card that gives them lethal this turn? I mean, very likely it didn't actually change the outcome of the game. But holy shit, that is tilting. I mean, imagine if my Sunwell gave me like a Whirlpool. I just win that game straight up.
The Lich King versus Queen Ashara.
All imperfections must be swept away.
All will serve me in death.
Love the Rancher. Pretty awful hand, but that's okay. No reason to play anything here, I think.
That's right. Feel the groove.
I don't really love pointing Hawkstrider Rancher into that.
Death calls.
I might immediately regret this play, because I was thinking, oh, 2 coins, I can play Bone Guard Commander on 6. But I kind of can't really hold the coins that long against Mage. Because of Barbaric Sorceress. So it's very possible that I'm just dumb and stupid. This works too,
They
though.
need our care. Now more than ever.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
I can hero power, skeletal sidekick, and noxious cadaver to kill that. And I think I will, because that sounds pretty good. Leg Strike is quite good as well, but it doesn't get as much use out of my Hawkstrider Rancher.
Reach for the skies. Breathe it in.
Hands off the feathers.
This was quite a good turn. I think it's basically guaranteed Amalgam is going to be able to hit something here. Not so sure about Plague Strike.
You take me for an ordinary
Belinda,
mage?
of course. I guess I could have prioritized playing Plague Strike that turn because of Barbaric Sorceress. But they did see me burn the coins. Probably don't want Malignant Horror with double Bone Guard Commander in hand. I don't know, these are all pretty mediocre.
My rule is eternal.
Spend mana.
Off the feathers.
If I didn't have such an expensive hand, then maybe something else would have been the play there. They have to hero power the 5/1, right? Well, maybe not if they're just playing Rune of the Archmage, but it seems like they would have runed before making that attack, so I don't know. Guess not. I think I like them spending 5 mana to draw a card. Oh, Iceblood Tower is scary. Hopefully, the Iceblood Tower hits 2 Fairy Dragons. Okay, or another one of those. At least they hit another Iceblood Tower. That Volcanomancy's insane, though.
Cleverer.
Double Volcanomancy. Oh, the Volcanomancy actually could have been a trigger for Baron's Blacksmith. But not anymore.
Death calls.
Asphyxiate.
Oh, that's gonna be freaking objection, isn't it? I guess I don't really want to leave a bomb in play here. Cool secret.
My hand is full.
I could have just hero power passed, I guess, but I have so much mana in my hand, I don't think that was really an option. At least I have seen both runes already, though. So my Bone Guard commanders might be pretty hard to deal with. Ysera's pretty weak. Onyxia is pretty strong. I forgot that was happening, I'll be honest. I don't really love using my Plague Strike when I have a double Blacksmith hand, but surely I draw one of my other activators. I have 3 in deck.
You wish to match wits with me.
What a fun card my opponent played. I think of all the hero cards, that's the one I'm most looking forward to rotating out of Standard.
All life must end.
I will be back in a minute. Shit, I'm back.
The Lich King versus Cariel.
By my hammer's might.
All will serve me in death.
Probably don't keep Sidekick. I don't even know about Cadaver since I'm going first. Maybe I keep both, I don't know. I mean, I play a lot of expensive cards, so 1-drops are probably just nice to have. Insane body bagger pickup.
A red sun rises.
I'm afraid you need to die, friend.
May the light grant you peace.
A red sun rises.
So fresh.
Actually, so many things I could do this turn. What if I full clear my opponent's board because they're Paladin?
Breathe it in. So fresh.
No buffs for you, friend.
strength comes from within. One more
I guess I'll just take a card here. Oh, I was gonna skeletal sidekick this, but this is not undead. Well, that's awkward. I'll play it anyway, because I can probably trade it off the draw card.
My client has the heart.
It's also an enabler for Vizier. If only I could make my hero power deal 3 damage here.
They need our
Our
care.
gift of the arcane.
Well, Astalor was a very good draw.
My heart is pumping.
Remember this day, for you are graced with my
Fun turn 5. I guess I'm just trading my rancher, right?
Hands more
Nerubian Vizier can always hit Corpse Explosion.
Let us see if the legends are true.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
That's a totally reasonable card for my opponent to have generated.
running out of time.
The more you struggle, the better.
I don't think Frost Strike can actually get me anything. Oh, I actually can't even. I guess I can shoot my own chicken. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. That deck sure is fun to play against. Oh no, if I lose another game, I'm down to 50% win rate. Surely I don't lose 4 games in a row though, so it should be fine.
The Lich King versus Reno.
Time to get cooking. All will serve me in death.
Love Rancher. Swarmguard is insane after Rancher. But I don't need the follow-up to Rancher to be insane. I just need the Rancher to hit a relatively empty board.
And close enough.
One more.
I'll just hit him with a spider tank.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
Alright, at least it didn't hit one of my larger minions. If the skeleton had hit Hawkstrider Rancher, it would be dead on board here, which would be very sad. Oh, they didn't even hero power. Oh, and I drew the Swarm Guard. I'm very tempted to Blight Fang 3 targets here, though. I think Blight Fang is just so good here.
Eternal.
Hands off the feathers.
Lend me your bones.
Hands off the
Lend me
feathers.
your bones.
Wow, those were not very good skeleton shots. Maybe I shouldn't have put 2 damage on this, because now they can kill it without me drawing cards here. Yeah, probably a bad attack.
Hands off the feathers.
I maybe should have gone like hero power and double trade into the skeleton, because I kind of want to play Swarm Guard here. I guess I'm going to go Plague Strike and then just be really upset if they hit my Rancher. I'm really upset. But this turn was also kind of my fault.
I have but little time.
Could get a beast instead of an undead, but I think I'd rather have an undead. I think this turn was kind of a disaster. Still winning on board though, and probably with my hand.
Magic? Yeah, I've heard of it. And close enough.
Alright, I think this all made sense. I do have a Bone Flinger and a Plague Strike in hand, so Baron's Blacksmith continues to be a very good draw.
The wails of these caverns chill me.
I guess I just clear my opponent's board. Nice to play the gnome munchers when they can go face, maybe. Always love that card to target minions.
I can take him.
Me tusks won't stop shattering.
Surely the last solid alibi I see this game, right?
The more you struggle, the better.
I think I kind of want to draw the card here. But Graveyard Shift is pretty decent. Just give me a freaking card, dude. That's a good card.
One more death can't hurt.
Alright, this is a very productive turn. And surely one of these days I will draw a Baron's Blacksmith. Or my opponent simply won't have a solid alibi.
By my calculations, you need to chill out.
Nice. The third consecutive turn of not having a chance to win the game. Maybe this can give me something to spend my mana on. Anti-magic shell, you say? Okay. It doesn't help against Mordresh, but good against other stuff.
You wish to match wits with me.
Thought I wasn't gonna get to do anything here, but I can deal 3 damage to my opponent, so that's pretty good.
Me tusks won't stop shattering.
Well, I did draw the good card, but my board still dies to Mordresh, so it's probably not really worth playing.
We do. I have but little time.
I mean, we're boning, right? Alright, that's not more Dresh. And surely my opponent doesn't have a fourth solid alibi.
Can't stop this snowstorm.
Stay where you
I'm
are.
actually going to scream.
My hand is full.
Can't even trade anything off to use my blacksmith. Unless the skeleton does something. Let's see.
So fresh.
Alright, well I've seen Magister Dawngrasp, Double Flurry, Double Solid Alibi. And Varden. So surely I'll be allowed to play the game this turn, right?
I can take 'em. Wait, not all of them.
Surely Mordresh is my opponent's bottom card, right?
We do what the living cannot.
Oh, my opponent actually doesn't even need Mordresh because I'm just going to die to that.
By the Ebon Blade!
I mean, this is about as good as Bone Guard Commander.
The wails of these caverns chill me.
I have an idea.
That's Mordresh for next turn. Yeah, just literally can't do anything. Because I wasn't allowed to play the game 5 turns in a row. Really, really cool deck that the devs designed here.
Reach for the skies. Reach for the skies.
Shield, axe. What do you need?
Your bones will be added to the pile.
That was so fun. Did everyone else have fun? I'm thinking about adding this person as a friend and seeing if they'll play me again with their deck. Surely I can't end losing 4 games in a row, right?
The Lich King.
Druid should be good for me.
Furion.
I think even aggro Druid I probably do pretty well against.
All will serve
Could keep Plague Strike against Aggro Druid. It's probably just the best card in the matchup by a lot, so I'll keep it.
Just resting my eyes.
It was Ramp Druid the whole time. I got a very expensive hand.
Just resting my eyes.
They need our
This really isn't even that good,
now more
but
than ever.
I don't know, I guess I play it. Alright, well this one drop was a good draw at least. Lets my amalgam not be complete garbage. This actually could be Spirit Healer, just given the rest of my hand. It's so, so bad. I mean, I'm drawing 2 cards next turn with Due Process. I probably just take the card that's actually good with Marrow Manipulator.
Hands off the feathers.
I think Mograine was pretty good too. Maybe Mograine was even better.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
The Marrow Manipulator spinning corpses going into my Bone Guard turn is probably not great. But I've got 5 corpses in play, plus whatever I'm playing in the coming turns. Yes, another 8 drop, just what I wanted. How is my hand so bad?
The more you struggle, the better.
Horn of Winter would let me hero power here, I guess. If they're playing Due Process, they're probably not playing Miracle Growth, right? So that makes Asphyxiate worse.
Is it? I have but little time. What? What? Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
You. Alright. Still doing reasonably well on board here. I do have Astalor as a blacksmith activator starting on turn 7. Not quite a full clear, but basically a full clear. I probably just light him up with Marrow Manipulator, don't I? It's just 10 damage to my opponent's dumb face. And then there's a very good chance that no Muncher just finishes the game. Or I can go Hero Power, Sidekick, Astalor, even Arms Dealer. So I have a lot of ways to deal damage. Yep, looks like the small minions prevail here.
And close
I actually just have a truly absurd amount of damage here. Alright. I needed that after the absolute nonsense I just played against Mage.
the Lich King versus Valera.
Shall we dance?
All will serve me in death.
Do love a cadaver. Don't think I keep anything else.
And close enough.
Excellent draw. I do have Bone Flinger in my deck, so theoretically it's the best card here. I don't have the corpses for Neophyte at the moment, but they're pretty easy to come by.
My rule is
Probably just go Neophyte. No Muncher is a very good target for Neophyte the buff. And, you know, all the other stuff is fine as well. Alright,
A will.
so that's a Neophyte. Play a couple 4/3 undead. Corpse Bride is pretty far from being good. Let's go for a Malignant Horror. My deck tends to have a lot of corpses sitting around. Alright, 7 damage.
We have plotted long enough. Now we rise.
Hmm. Well, at least Blightfang is pretty good against most Colossals.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Reach for the skies.
Maybe I buff this, actually. Yep. Go get him, Gnome Muncher. They have to kill my 9-4. So playing a Zillag would be pretty scary for them here. I feel like most of the others deal with the problem. Especially Gigafen.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
Oh, Gigafen, why are you so annoying?
Keep your enemies close, and your shadows closer.
Rogue should not be allowed to generate Gigafen. It's actually just cheating.
Were you followed?
I mean, there's nothing I can do to avoid getting Gigafenned.
They need our care. Now more than
Let's just leave some 1-1s behind. What? I have taunt. You're cheating. At least Noxious Cadaver is a good pickup, I guess. Yes. Objection. I love it.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Am I dead? I didn't even bother to do the math. 21 to my 25. Probably should have reloaded my game because this visual bug is ridiculous. Nice overdraw, dumbass. But it's okay because you generated Gigafen, so you don't actually need the good cards that you put in your deck.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Sizzle. Our gift of frost shields us.
I don't know if there's been a single game I've lost with this deck that was, like, actually fun. Just getting high rolled constantly. I feel like I just beat every Colossal that's not Gigafen, right?
The Lich King versus Urel.
The light heals all wounds.
All will serve me in death.
Alright, well. I was complaining that my last few games weren't that fun, so thank God I queued into Paladin, which is just an absolute blast to play against.
And close enough.
Hopefully they play a one-mana minion with Divine Shield here. Get the Bone Flinger down to stabilize the board so I can play Rancher.
They will break upon the sand.
Okay, at least it's not aggro. I could go Hawkstrider Rancher here, I guess. They coined out Time Warden, so they're not going to have Daring Drake next turn.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
Alright, next turn I've got Body Bagger plus Vizier. Not sure if I want to play Vizier, but it's okay.
Really? It's not too heavy.
The more you struggle, the better.
Well, Frostworm's Fury is certainly the most overpowered card here. So I probably take it.
Hands off the feathers.
I do love it when my cards are worth more than their mana cost.
They will break upon the sand.
I guess this 1 damage is just going face.
Don't let them harm the eggs. You look tasty.
So fresh. Arcane bolt. Yeah, so
Would I rather have a 2/2 or a 3/1? Probably a 3/1.
bolt.
3/1 does more damage than 2/2. Although it does die to city tax.
Don't let them harm the eggs.
Definitely not the most insane Frostworm's Fury. But it was just Firelands Portal, and that card was already pretty good. This doesn't even draw any cards.
Death calls.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Alright, this is fine. It is nice to have Astalor against the potential Cariel deck.
Our hardships only strengthen our resilience. One more death can't have us.
I did pick up Plague Strike for my Blacksmith. Not really sure how good it is into a movable object, but it's kind of fine.
All are equal under the light.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Breathe it in.
I guess I'd rather put one more damage on my Gnome Muncher to not give my opponent health.
I'm the brood mother. Don't you ever forget.
I don't know if this game is actually over, but I don't know. Cariel into Equality City Tax is really, really hard to beat for a board-based deck. Oh my god, my losing streak is so bad. At least I started with a pretty nice winning streak, so it doesn't look that bad.
The Lich King versus Jaina.
You asked for
Last mage I played against had 3 solid alibis and 3 full board freezes in 6 turns. So hopefully that's not what I'm playing against this game.
time runs out on me.
And now me have
Alright.
bag for
If they kill something, I have Bone Flinger. If not, I can just play Astalor, it's fine.
Need a bit more spice over here.
My opponent didn't get the memo on Maestra.
Reporting for duty.
And
Our gift of the arcane blesses us.
This Nerubian Swarm Guard is about to go a little crazy next turn.
Reporting for duty. More meat.
Wow. Wild Paw Knoll. So my Nerubian Swarm Guard only gets one arms dealer buff, but that's probably fine, right? I don't know, it's not super good into these 3 power minions. Probably good enough, though. And then next turn can simply be Hero Power Vizier. That deals with the Wild Paw Knoll, but we'll have to see what the opponent does, of course. That is kind of dangerous. But surely the second Wild Paw Knoll doesn't cost 0 mana. Oh, that one might, though. Are you fucking kidding me? Why is this game so bad? My opponent really randomly generated a fucking Oracle of Elune to make... Oh my god, I'm so tilted. Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Why do I get so unlucky literally every single game I lose? Why can't I simply lose a fair game?
My rule is
Well, do I need to be continuing to worry about Oracle of Elune? I mean, they do have another Wild Paw Knoll. They could have like a Potion Master Putricide. I guess I'll kill it. So I do have Bone Guard Commander into Blacksmith. I do need to find an activator for Blacksmith. And I have played a couple of them already. But I also need to not get this jackpotted by some ridiculous board clear, which my opponent now has 4 jackpot cards. So I don't think this commander is very reliable.
Our gift of frost.
Well, 5/5 is pretty good here. That seems like a very reasonable card for my opponent to have. And why wouldn't it shoot my minion 3 times? Alright, Vizier, it's all up to you. Not even fucking active, but I guess hero powering is free here. Why did you give me a fucking Death Strike? Death Strike makes it seem like I have a chance at winning this game. Just give me nothing so I can concede and do something better with my time. I need to clip my fingernails, but maybe if I just rip them out, that would be more fun than playing this game too. Yeah, that's a really cool card for the opponent to randomly generate. So I literally have to draw a Gnome Muncher, or maybe a Vizier.
Followed.
I mean, I do have Acolyte of Death, so I guess I have a few draws for Gnome Muncher.
One more death can't hurt.
Not sure why I thought there was an actual chance I could win this game. Well. Yeah, I wanted to get a nice game where I played the Bone Guard Commander, but, you know what? I'll play one more. Because surely my next game can't possibly be as bad as the one I just played. Surely, right? I'm 1-7 in my last 8 games.
The Lich King versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death. There can only be one
Love Arms Dealer.
king.
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
And
Alright, up against Blood. Probably a pretty miserable matchup. So, not so happy that I queued one more game.
reach for the
I will simply kill this watch post. I think hero powering it was fine, but killing it was also pretty good. How annoying. I am happy to have this card though, because I mean I probably need it to beat the opponent. And it's also pretty good against Blood Boil and Corpse Explosion.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Arms up!
The more you struggle, the better.
Well, Sunwell's not great, but the other two cards are actually useless, so I'll take Sunwell.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Seems like kind of a pain to trade into that. Maybe not, I just drop the sidekick here and then play another Vizier. Alright, sure.
For the sky!
The more you struggle,
Love a 7-mana Scourge.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me!
I could go blacksmith here, but probably not great. Got a bunch of fucking garbage. I guess backstab is kind of good here. Oh, maybe I want to save backstab for Baron's blacksmith, although now bone flinger is kind of the same thing, but I'd rather have the bone flinger in play.
Death calls. I have but little time.
I feel like backstab is so good for blacksmith. I have Scourge into Bone Guard Commander. It should be kind of hard for them to kill both.
You look tasty.
Alright, I think I'm just Scourging here. Wow. Oh wait, I thought this was the 5/5. It's a 2/2. Still a really good set of minions. This was like definitely a high roll from Scourge, for sure. That's a bad start to the turn for the opponent.
I have but little time.
That's a good finish to the turn for the opponent. Do I still have lethal? This is 10, 19, 27.
Sword, shield, axe.
Really hope I didn't do the math wrong because I could have hero powered first. Oh, nice. Nice win, nice win. I'm feeling rejuvenated after that win. Okay, I'm 18 and 19. Surely I win this game with Bone Guard and bring it back to 50%.
The Lich King versus Rexar.
I'm acting on instinct. All will serve me in death.
Bad hand. What is Hunter? Have I played against a single Hunter with this deck? I have played against a single Hunter with this deck. And I don't even remember the game.
Me have bag for you.
Renathal, so it probably is just like Mountain Bear type shit. Sidekick is pretty good here, but mana. Tight-lipped Witness could be pretty insane against Big Tavish. I don't know why I specified Big Tavish. They don't play the other Tavishes. Tight-lipped Witness is kind of sick, though. I feel like it's just got to be Noxious Cadaver. I might regret it, but I don't think I will. A lot of options this turn, actually. But what if I just do this? And then maybe I can draw 3 cards with Acolyte of Death next turn.
Caught this one eating party snacks.
Is mine.
Well, I could draw 3 cards with Acolyte of Death here. I think I'm happy to draw 2, though.
One more day can't hurt.
So fresh.
Alright, some good pickups. I feel like I should continue drawing cards. Alright, love the wall to protect the Acolyte of Death. There are definitely ways they can kill the 3/1 through the wall, but not that easy. And when I say definitely ways, I'm not actually even sure that's true, but I'll say it is. What if we just see what this guy can do? Okay, sure.
Reach for the sky. So fresh.
Lend me your bones.
Alright, this is pretty good. Do they have a way to dredge up that Sunken Saber?
Who here
I think I would have seen a harpoon gun by now.
sorry? Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me!
Rest in peace, Acolyte of Death. Wow, Blightfang is nutty. It's probably too nutty.
My rule is eternal.
Maybe not, though. This gives me a thing. This gives me a thing.
By the Ebon
I do think I want to play a Vizier this turn. Or not. Alright, there's the Sunken Saber, but it does take a turn. I could simply draw a Blacksmith here and probably just win the game. Alright.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
Is Blood Boil good against, like, a Mountain Bear or a... It's pretty good against Hydrolodon, I guess. I'll take a Blood Boil. Actually, they can't even trade off their thing, because it has 3 health. What? Why did you dredge up the good card instead of frickin' Sunken Saber? Let's take this off of freeze. Snakes.
Hands off the feathers.
Alright, hit him with the Bone Guard Commander. This doesn't seem good enough. Wait, I don't have lethal on board. But the Noxious Cadavers do it. Let's go, Bone Guard Commander. Oh, thank God. Brought it back to 50%. My Bone Guard Commander finally did something, so I can check it off my list. What an overall just miserable session, but I did accomplish my goals.